So I figured I'd upload something to YouTube like once a week. Mainly on the weekend, I'm so busy. But I just thought I downloaded this etymology app, so I wanted to see what Hive would bring up. Look at this. Hive goes back to cup or tub or vat, a round container bowl, or the hull of a ship. A swarming, busy place. So when you look at a culture dish, these researchers use culture disc and put some cultures in there. And that's kind of what a culture disc is. It's a busy place. A hive is a little cult. The hive mind, move together in a hive as if in a hive, to get gathered into a hive. A teeming multitude. So that goes back to what's the word I'm thinking of? That goes back to when it goes back to what's that word? Legion. That's the word, legion. A teeming multitude. A small vessel, a cup. So let's see what a cup is. So if you really want to know the truth, use your Bible as your source, as your litmus test, and just open words up. If you unfold a word 2 or 3 levels deep, your mind will start to open up. You will actually start to see the fact that we're swimming in the Word. We're swimming, we're living, we're breathing in the Word. It feels like a dream, it feels like a video game, but you're in the Word. It's kind of like jumping in the ocean. Your body is water, and you jump in the water. Go jump in a pool. Your body's 70% water, and you jump in a body of water. Well, you're a derivative of the word. You're a human, a shade of a human. You're a shade. So when Jesus spoke it all into existence, He created all things. So you're a piece cut off from the Word, because Jesus is the Word, and you're swimming in the Word. The ether is the Word. The ether is everywhere. The ether of the Spirit is everywhere. The Word and the Spirit, the words I speak, they're spirit and life, Jesus says. You're eating and drinking of the Word as you're swimming in the Word, being changed back to the Word. So if you're contrary to the Word, you're swimming against the stream. But when you're in tune with the Word, you're in the flow. And if you're in the flow of the Word, you're in the flow of the universe, and nobody can stop you. Not the devil, not the demons, not your enemy, not your wife, not your kids, not your job, not your boss. Nobody can stop you because you're in the flow of the Word, and the Word is in tune with the universe, so you're in tune with the universe. And these the only reason that the hive mind can do anything is because it's a multitude that they're all supporting each other, but they end up killing each other, and they end up hating each other. Like when you go to a family reunion and nobody likes you. I used to go and I'd say, why are y'all talking about each other when y'all don't even like each other, but you keep coming every year? It don't make sense. They hate each other, but they need each other. It's ridiculous. A cup-shaped vessel. This is why some people believe it's a concave earth because each little area is a culture. And a culture dish is where they put a bunch of viruses in there and see how they react, So everybody's got a virus. The flesh mind is the virus to the program. A small open container usually used for drinking. Any cup-shaped concave earth is why some people believe it. It's a hologram, but you find if you're in a hologram, you find what you're looking for. If man can make a hologram, that means you're in it. If man is washing clothes, that means you're being washed. If mankind is sewing a shirt, that means you're being sewn. Whatever man does is happening to him in the spirit realm. Whatever you do in the natural, it's happening to. If you brew some coffee, you're being brewed. He brews. Whatever you do in the natural is happening to you. You cup your hand. You want to drink some water, you cup. Form in the shape of a cup. So now look at that word cup, and then cop shows up. So what happens to seize, to catch? So when you take a cup of water in your hand, you cup your hands and drink some water. You seize the water. You catch the water. So the cop is blue letter law trying to catch you in the flesh, in the natural. To hook, to snitch, to thieve. They're telling you what they're telling you what's happening. When a policeman comes to your house, don't tell him nothing. Even if you're doing nothing wrong, still don't tell him nothing. And you shouldn't be doing anything wrong, but I'm saying if you say anything, what you say can and will be used against you. Because they're looking for something. They're under law. They got blue letter law uniforms and cars. The blue is to find something wrong in the flesh. Don't even mess with them. Cop, to apprehend, to arrest, to nab, to seize. So the devil is the king of Tyre. He's the king of the flesh. So he's always trying to catch you in something. That's why he's the accuser of the brethren. So the Jezebel and the legalist and the narcissist, they're always trying to put you back under guilt, shame, condemnation, under the law, trying to say you got to be perfect when nobody's perfect. Look, they've been decoded. They can't hide. The legalist is your worst enemy. They cannot hide. Once you're free in Jesus and you understand walking in the Spirit is not rule-based living. It's keeping short accounts, walking in love and truth. If you walk in love and truth, you walk above the law. And if somebody says, you got to follow the law, they're trying to put you back under the flesh. The letter killeth, but the Spirit gives life. The law was to push you to Christ. How do you walk above the law? With ease. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love God. Love the truth. Meditate on the truth, which is walking in the Spirit. And when you walk in the Spirit, no law, it doesn't matter if you're in China, North Korea, Russia, USA, wherever, no law is going to mess with you because you're walking in the Spirit. You're above the law. You go the extra mile. If they want your shirt, give them your coat. If they want you to walk 1 mile, go 2 miles. When you walk in the Spirit, they can't put you under law. They can't accuse you. Even though they're going to try, they're going to lie. If they can't find nothing to get you, they're going to lie about you. I'm serious. When you start walking in the Spirit and you start walking in love your neighbor, love the truth, tell yourself the truth, tell everybody the truth, speak truth to your neighbor. The Apostle Paul said, when you start speaking the truth to everybody, people are going to get free. And they hate that because they like everybody under bondage. That's how they make their money. You better not miss a day of church. You better be here every time. And when we pass that plate, you better put that $10 in there. Because if you don't, your kids are going to get run over by a car. Seriously, I've heard legalistic preachers say stuff like that. I thought I was right with God by faith. Well, if you don't show up to church, you're not right with God. You better not miss one day. You better not go on vacation. You better not be sick. You better not. And if you do, you better call us. Sounds like a job to me. Sounds like a job. J-O-B, just over broke. Sounds like a job. Legalism will mess you up. You better not get in the stock market. You better not start making money on the stock market. You better not do side work. You better not try to get out of debt. We want you a slave. You see what I'm saying? They're liars. It's so just the reason you don't think they're liars because they got that fancy suit on and they got all these flying monkeys trying to prop them up when they're big fat liars. They want you to go back under condemnation, guilt, shame, condemnation. They hate you. And they put on this show like there's something when they're nothing. You have the whole truth with you wherever you're at all times. When you get in your car and you crank your car, the liquid turns to vapor. The vapor is the power. The vapor represents the spirit. The liquid represents the natural, which is weakness. The energy of the flesh is weak. The object lessons are everywhere. And it all matches up with the Bible. In mathematics, it matches up with the Bible. Y is equal to e to the x. So y is your vertical axis. X is your horizontal. To rise up, which is y, you have e, which is exponential, to the x. X, you take up your cross. E is exponent. The more you take up your cross, the faster you rise up. As you approach 0, you rise up. John the Baptist said, I must decrease that he may increase. The more you approach nothing, not me, but Christ liveth in me, that kind of mindset, the more you approach that, the higher you go. But the more you try to do it in your own power, the further you fall, and you don't get free. You don't see the truth that's right in front of you. That's everywhere. It's coded everywhere. The ink pen, the water bottle, the Coca-Cola machine, everything has the code in it, and it follows a pattern. Product, produce, production, reproduction, be fruitful and multiply. Sacrificial redemptive system based on the lamb slain before the foundation of the world. Socialism is a lie because there's no sacrifice. They want other people to sacrifice, but they don't want to sacrifice. Socialism is the biggest lie. It's rejecting the cross, really. Socialism and communism is attack of the cross. Because Jesus went to the cross and rose again. And so that sacrificial redemptive story is being played out every day of your life. It's real, people. It's real.